in North Devon, a huge part of our economy is tourism. People live here because they love the natural environment, and every time you come to the beach as a tourist or as someone who lives here, if you see plastic on the beach, I think it gives you, it just makes you feel uncomfortable. It's clearly not supposed to be here.
Hi, I'm Gilly and I'm the new key rep for Surfers Against Sewage. I think people are a lot more aware of the presence of litter on the beaches, so I think you see a lot more people kind of just picking up bits of litter as they go past as well, and especially as I think the number of recreational water users has increased. I think people are just getting more and more immersed in the marine environment and sort of seeing the human impact on it and doing a lot more to help kind of try to tidy it up.
So I'm Naomi. I studied marine biology at uni, so this is obviously quite close to my heart, I suppose. We've learnt a lot during the degree and also just from doing events like this about the effects of plastic on marine life, in particular about how obviously large plastics can break down over time. There's evidence of once plastics have got broken down to particularly small sizes, then they can enter cells in organisms that live in the sea, so mammals like whales and things, or smaller fish, and mussels, things, shellfish that we eat as well.
I think about 40% of our litter comes from the public, and a lot of that will come from larger settlements such as towns and cities. If people drop their rubbish near a storm drain, it might go out into the river, likewise in coastal areas, and that rubbish gets pushed down rivers into estuaries and out into the sea.
In amongst the seaweed are microplastics, which are much smaller pieces of plastic, because obviously all big plastic then gets broken down. So it's the smaller plastics that really cause the most harm in terms of the food chain. Big plastics, we know, marine entanglement, sharks and rays eat the plastic, particularly turtles, and then it blocks their intestines and they die as a result. But the microplastics is a real issue for human health as well, because they are concentrated up the food chain. They carry carcinogenic and hormone disrupting chemicals, and as they get concentrated up the food chain, we are increasingly eating more and more of them, which has an unknown impact on our health.
It really does feel like an uphill battle sometimes, just seeing the scale of plastic that's in production and just knowing that it will be here for thousands and thousands of years and just never really break down, and you kind of have to wonder where that's going to end up. So yeah, I think it's definitely something that needs addressing at source. At least there are people fighting it now.